Hey everyone, Trovarsi here. This is Signal. Uh, I am your host, and every month we bring in a live artist that we spotlight. We dive into their approach to live performance, dig into their sound, their background, their journey, what's coming next, all that good stuff. And this month I have a very special guest. Because not only is he a guest, but he's also a dear friend of mine. He's from Washington, D.C. He's based there. He's a techno producer. He's known DJ, and he does some like pretty wide ranges, which is pretty dope. Like 130 BPM up to 155. He's a fantastic producer. Over the past couple of years, he's really been diving into live performance using modular synthesis, which you will all get to experience. And his name is Marshall Stukes. He goes by Stukes. And yeah, I'm very excited to have him here. So let's bring him in here. Hey, Stukes.
Hey, how's it going?
All right. I'm so happy to have you here.
Happy to be here.
You've really I've been here, your journey. Like, I feel like I was there in the beginning of your modular journey. Like,
Yeah, you're the blame.
and like, I feel like you're killing it. Like, I'm very excited to share because I got to see you play live in person. So I'm very excited to have share this set with everyone. Now, before we dive into it, is there anything that you want to say about it before we play it for everyone to watch and listen to?
Nah, not really. Just listen, have fun.
All right. All right. So let's get into it. All right. Fuck yeah, that was awesome. Like seriously. Like
Thank you.
yeah, no, it was fantastic. And you nothing outside of the case.
I
Or
have for sound sources, no.
yeah.
The only thing that's outside the case is my sequencer, the Oxy One.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. Like it sounded full, it was interesting, a lot of great textures. Um yeah, no, I don't know what just happened with my camera there, but retrograde maybe, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, like lots of great textures. Just for those who, didn't who can't see your case, like just tell us a little bit like what is in there? What's in there?
Yeah, so my main lead voice is the Moog Labyrinth. It's I gravitated towards that because it's just so much in a package where it has a sequencer um with the corrupt knob, which I absolutely adore. And then the wave folding is killer. You
Oh
get some
yeah.
really interesting textures with that. I route that through a ghost.
Okay.
And then I see where does that go? Yeah, and then to another to an FX8 XL, and then that
Oh,
goes into my mixer. The other main voice is of my Vic X, um, which this is quite a chain here. It yeah. So
yeah, just give us a little bit of it, just a little bit of it. Yeah.
that goes through an Immature Versio into an Ikari, into the Oniroi, into the Eclectus Versio, and
Oh
then I
wow.
have some of that modulated with the 2 HP LFO and the Batumi.
Damn, nice.
Um,
What's the last noise engineering module you said?
Eclectus,
Yeah, which one is that one?
that's like the clocked bat verb,
The
which
clock.
I'm not clocking.
The bat verb. Wait, that's the Desmodus?
um, I think so, but it's the one where
Yeah.
it's like the one where the bat's upside down.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Because the first one that ever came out was the Desmodus, so maybe it's a new one. They're always coming out with like really new, like interesting stuff. So
yeah.
yeah,
That's
after
that's
this
why
interview, I'm gonna go look.
yeah, that's why I have 2 of them because they're so versatile. I bought one
Yeah.
off Reverb, and then I just, like, kept on switching the firmwares, and, yeah, I found I like the sound profile of, the Eclectus, for a good end of chain, verb.
Okay.
Um, the other sound sources, the other 2 main sound sources I have are the DFAM, which is going through a Pico DSP and Terci Arena.
Okay.
I have that like split out
It's like a
into
little distortion.
yeah,
That's the yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
And then I have the Bohm with the groove, and then I have some other like percussive modules as well.
The Bohm. I love the Bohm. It
It's so
sounds so good.
it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. And, it sounds different. I mean, I know other artists that use it. I use it as well, but it's so versatile that your kick sounds different than a couple of the kicks that I made. You know what I mean? So I like that. The fact that you can just create so many different kicks and
Yeah,
subsonic expression with it, which is
yeah.
pretty dope. And okay, so then you are using the Oxy. So that's the sequencer that's outside of the case, just for those who can't see exactly what we're referring to, but it's the Oxy by Oxy instruments, right? The Oxy One, is that
Mhm.
right? Um, and my question, another tech question is, so I know you mentioned the labyrinth with the corrupt. Do you ever send pitch to the labyrinth, or you just mainly just keep like you use what is happening inside that? This is for a personal motive, by the way. This
Yeah.
question.
I never send pitch to it. I let it do its thing, honestly. I've learned that you can't really obviously, you can, like you can tame it to
Right.
where, like, you can have the CV range go to, like, a couple, semitones or whatever, but you can,
Mhm.
um if you are trying to get a certain sound out of it in terms of, like, how it's sequence, you're it's not gonna happen. You just
Right.
you just turn the corrupt knob up a little bit, turn it down, and see what it sounds like. If you don't like it, turn it again, and you just keep on going until you find something that you like. I also like that there's a length to the sequence.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
I originally had the DFAM, and I had the DFAM first, and I
Mm.
kinda got not bored of it, but I just found like I was locked into the 8 steps without, like, doing the self-patching where you turn the pitch all the way up and then it just, like, moves the clock forward a little bit.
Right, right, right.
Um, so what I really like about the Labyrinth is that you can make the sequence, like, an odd number of steps. So, like, that's what happens, I believe, towards the end of my performance where I move the sequence length to, like, I think 7 or 5. That's
Ye
a very common thing for me to do mid-sequence because it's just like it
Just kinda
changes up.
shifts it a little bit.
Yeah, it changes up the performance enough to where, um, not a lot has changed, but it's enough to keep everything interesting?
Nice, nice. Yeah, you've inspired me too, like, because I saw you were using the Labyrinth before, and I was like, "I gotta use this thing more often," and it's actually pretty dope, so it's in my case too.
Hey.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have sent pitch to it occasionally just to see. I'm just sort of exploring it still to see how I wanna use it, if that makes
Mhm.
sense, but yeah, it's great. It's very, very versatile. So you mentioned, like, shifting and patching. I saw you doing, a little bit of live patching toward the end. What were you doing? Yeah,
I
do you
think I
remember?
was just, I was just modulate doing some modulation.
Okay.
Um, it might have been, me trying to route, a Batumi output to something. I don't quite remember what it was, but, um, yeah, I think I just wanted to attenuate the signal a little bit, so I attenuated it through a maths,
Oh,
and yeah, which is quite the versatile,
yeah, great
module.
utility.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I just got it, like, I threw it in my case before the performance, it was like, "Hey, why not?" And I was like, "Oh, this is exactly what it's used for, like, this is great." Yeah. I,
nice.
know why it's such a well-loved module.
Yeah, it's like a notorious it's, like, infamous, I should say. Yeah. Um, didn't they just come out with I think they came out with,
Yeah,
like a
polymaths.
yeah, like maths on steroids, what I was
Yeah.
gonna say, but yeah, polymath. Yeah, no, Make Noise, they make some really cool modules too, so, yeah, like, good to see that you are digging into that, and, yeah, I'm just, like, I'm looking at your case again right now, and, the layout of it is it's nice, I like the way you were patching, it was just interesting patching signal flow happening, and I love the fact that that's all of that was happening. Oh, in your case, which one more question before we move on. Your hi-hats.
Yeah.
What was that?
So, my hats
Yeah.
are the Tip Top Audio Hats 909,
Oh, okay.
and
I see
then I
it.
have the Symbol 909 as well,
Okay.
but then I have, like, shakers and stuff from the Archer's rig, which I have going through, a Dual FX.
Oh, nice. That's a Shockmat, right?
Archer's
Archer
rig?
or no?
Yeah, Checkmate, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Another company that makes cool stuff. Awesome. Well, like I said, it sounded amazing. I love the flow of it and the fact that you were just doing it all in your case, like, I I mean, yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm constantly using stuff in and outside the case. So yeah, it's always cool to see like people when they play, like, all right, this is my case. This is what I'm everything that's you're gonna hear is just exactly in this little box here. And no, it was fantastic. So what's your approach then? Like getting into do you what's your approach to writing? Like writing this set, for example?
I do a little bit of a practice run beforehand. So with this set in particular, I did 2 takes for it.
Okay.
The first take I wasn't really happy about, so I did, 40 minutes, and then, um, I took, like, an hour break, and then I started again. But I normally go in improvisational. I don't the only thing I'll keep that I'll figure out beforehand is the we were just talking about it, the sequence in the labyrinth, like, that's, like, the only thing I'll keep, um, I'll, like, have set beforehand. Um, I do have, like,
Mhm.
the standard, sequence in my Oxy 1,
Okay.
but that could change if I feel like it, but, I wanted to keep this performance, a little bit more texture forward with the Vic and the Oniroy, um,
Okay.
and then more focus on the Labyrinth as well. Um, yeah, so yeah, basically improvised.
Yeah, no, it sounded great. I love the I did one thing I didn't touch on, you mentioned the Oni Rory. So you have like this ambient into like this other ambient texture module. So it's like texture on texture.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great combo. Sounded
Yeah,
great. Yeah.
I if when I first, found out about, well, both the modules, I was like, "Which one should I get?" Like, I don't know. So I got the VicX first, of course, because
Yeah.
it's just a beast. But then I was like, "Well, the Onori has an input, and it also does effects, and you can, like, record and loop." So I'm like, "Oh, well, I could just do that with the VicX too." And it's, honestly,
Nice.
it's awesome. I love it, yeah. It's really cool.
Very cool. Yeah, no, it sounded great. I'm gonna have to pick your brain a little bit deeper at some other time.
Mhm.
Um, so as I mentioned earlier, like you're pretty well rounded. You've now playing live, DJing, FL Studio, producing. You make some amazing tracks. You did a remix for me on the Frequencies EP, and it sounds fantastic. Thank you again for that. Let's kind of just take a step back and, just real quick, like, how did you get into music? Like, what was yeah, what's your, yeah,
So the first, like, main music influence I had was Linkin Park back in, like, 2001, 2002.
right.
Um,
Nice.
yeah, my dad had bought the Hybrid Theory CD, and that was, like, my first, like, "Okay, I like music" moment. Um, of course, I that went into, like, metal and, different other harder subgenres. But I started making music in college in 2008. My friend had showed me FL Studio, and I
Mm.
tell him this, like, at least once a year that he changed my life because he showed me that software in college just, like, randomly. So I'd made, like, I tried to make hip hop beats, I tried to make dubstep because that's what was big at the time,
Mm.
and, that didn't really stick, so I did it for, like, a few years, and then I, like, put a pause on it. I came back to it, later on, and then it started making, like, other various genres of electronic music. But then around, um, 2018, my friend who was my coworker at the time, his name was Patrick Blinkhorn,
Mm.
we were talking about music, and, um, he was like, "Oh, you make music? I make music." You're like, "Cool." So we swapped tracks, and he was like I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know what to call this." He's like, "Oh, yeah, this is techno." I'm like, "Cool, okay." Of course, I had heard the term before, and, like, I had listened to it before, but I never, like, realized that I was making it.
Right, right, right.
So, after that, I just, like, went full bore, like, I'm just listening to techno. So I did that for, I don't know, 2 years, and
Just deep
honestly
dive listening, like
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Um, so then with that, like, since I was like, intentionally exposing myself to it, like, I feel like my productions got a lot better after that. Of course, it was still, like, my own flair of it, like, I'm not, like, classically trained or, like, I basically learned how to um, make music off of YouTube after my friend who had showed me FL Studio in college, he stopped making beats,
Mm.
and I didn't really have anyone to ask, so I just, like, looked up random YouTube videos. But yeah, so that was another pivotal 2018 was another pivotal moment for me, just, like, to be like, "Okay, this is techno," and just, like, diving really deep into it. Um,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, well, you've been making some fantastic tracks. So, I think that's one of the interesting and cool things about electronic music and the fact that we have these tools, today, like DAWs, is that even if people are not classically trained, I mean, obviously that helps and things like that, but also it's a feeling and like these sonic textures and exploration and the fact that we can learn at home these things at our own pace and put into what we want to essentially get out of it, whether it's for leisure or fun, or whether you want to push it all the way to a career. Like it's nice that we have these opportunities, that music isn't so, um, y- what's the word where, it's like, I'm sure back in the day, it's like if only people could afford to do lessons or afford to, pay to go to, to take piano lessons or what have you, or guitar and
Right.
this and that. And
Yeah.
now when we have these tools, it's really nice, like to be able to, have an opportunity to explore it on your own and
Yeah.
not be held back, maybe by something that you didn't have an opportunity to do so when you're younger, for whatever the reason is, whether it's financial or opportunity or just circumstance or just
Mhm.
no interest. It's like, not like before we're like, oh, if you didn't learn how to play piano, like when you're a child, like you're not going to be, so it's just a different approach in general, which I
Yeah.
really like. It gives people an opportunity to just like yourself, explore new interests and really flourish in it, which you have. I mean, you've DJ'd with um some amazing people, AMX included, like
Yeah, who
yeah,
you just did a remix for.
yeah, yeah, and it's just like yeah, you've really been killing it, and we always have fun traveling together too,
Oh, yeah,
so
we do, yeah. Yeah, can't wait for the next trip.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, which we need to talk about that too. So, because I feel like another one coming up for sure. So with that, like talking about music, getting into music, 2018, diving into listening to techno, like it's hard to say what are your I always ask people what their influences are, and I understand that there's always a flux. Like there's so much music, so many amazing artists. Like today, like with recent, like what are just a few people or artists or bands or whatever that are influencing what you are working on or into right now?
So I did a lot uh I wouldn't call it research, but, I've been listening to a lot of Colin Benders' live sets from the last few years.
Mm,
I
yeah, he's great.
really enjoy his energy and, like, the way he structures his sets. Um, um, Also really dig Lady Starlight.
Oh,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, you,
another
of
one.
course, like, I
Oh,
genuinely enjoy listening
thank
to your
you.
music.
I appreciate
Um
that.
Outside of, like, live artists, DJ wise, I'd say Marone. I really like
Mm,
his grooviness. Um, let's see, um, I've been listening to a lot of, metal as well.
mm.
I know
Very
it
technical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see, the metal bands I've listened to right now are Thornhill and, Spirit Box. I've been listening to them a lot. I just like the Spirit Box in particular has really great productions, and I'm trying to, like, figure out, like, how I can translate that into my music a little bit.
Okay.
Um, yeah, let's see. Yeah,
Yeah.
those are, like, the most recent ones, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool that you're just tapping into other genres, which I think is important, like, you can yeah, I feel like only listening to one genre of music, you kinda doing yourself a disservice,
Yeah, I
like
agree.
yeah, so because you can pull these influences. So I'm curious to see what you do with this metal influence. I mean, I know you've been listening to metal too, like, beforehand a little bit. So, do you have anything, coming up? Any shows or any releases that you may or may not be able to talk about yet?
Yeah, actually, speaking of trips, I'm working on some music that I've made along, along the way of the trips I made in, like, was it 2023 and 2024? Um, yeah, I've been able to, like, sit down and actually, like, finish out those tracks. So those will be coming out, sometime soon. I can't say just when yet because not everything in, like, the, marketing and promo side is done yet, so gotta get that situated.
Got it.
But my next show actually is in May. I'm playing, Tech Fest Breakfast, Stacks and Tracks with the
Oh, nice.
yeah. We had a lot of fun last year, at that, so it's really cool to be playing it, this year,
That's
and
an
it's really
event that Material and her crew,
yeah,
put that together, right? Yeah,
yeah,
they're a good group of people. I forget Nate's artist name, but
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
It's pretty cool to see, Hazmat live playing again. Like, we had a really cool conversation with him. Um, he's great, live, Detroit
mm.
artist. He's really versatile, like, he can get really soulful, really, really hard. So, I'm
I
really
remember his
interested
set.
yeah, I'm
Yeah,
really interested to seeing, like, what he's gonna bring, to the event too.
very
Um,
cool. Are you going to DJ or are you going to play, live this time?
I'll be DJing. Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, very cool. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you in person in Detroit. It's gonna be fun. Movement
yeah,
will be a blast, as it always is, but yeah,
yeah.
definitely looking forward to it. I wanna thank you so much for coming on to the show. I love you. We've have a really great friendship, and I just appreciate you as an artist as well, so thank you for sharing.
Thank you, love you too, man.
All right. Thanks everyone for tuning in to Signal, and we will be back next month.